inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gardner. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Cunningham. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Cunningham. He finds his man complete. It's Moss. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. He finds his man complete. That's Glover. And he's going to be out of bounds. Before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
When you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get him to open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Looking to throw. Cunningham. He finds his man complete. It's Moss. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And he's He's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. They give him 14 yards to the 10. First down game. It's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
What's the deal, y'all? What we got?
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here we go now with Smith. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Back to throw. Cunningham. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for, because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, trying to put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 49 yards on the ground. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run again with Payton. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the give, this is their fullback. They're still about 3 yards shy of their first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
5 plays there on that drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. That play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. What a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll try the right side here with Payton. And he's able to get out to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and one, and people will be looking for this is what every back in the league is supposed to do. Exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it with Payton. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that hole right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Payton up the middle. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Whenever we talk about the message on safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 3rd down, McMahon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing on 1st down. McMahon. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Now a handoff inside. It's Payton. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Came out in a power set. That only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. McMahon. His throw incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. McMahon. And he's caught on the sideline. First down. They say he was out. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
He finds his man, complete. That's Morrow. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrow. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Inside handoff, Smith. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They keep it with Smith on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Now Cunningham. And he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Now the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now out comes Minnesota. The last time everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had a ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
As you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cunningham to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrow, finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Cunningham. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carter. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Again, it's Smith. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Cunningham. And this one complete to Reed. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice gain of 21 yards. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ball start. Offense.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Back to throw. Cunningham looking middle, and that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Looking to throw. Cunningham. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time Charles have targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. McMahon.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking to throw. Cunningham. He finds his man. Complete. It's Morrow. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie things at 17. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, Mr. Forsinger coach tells his defense, don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the draw, here's Payton. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. McMahon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Well, you've been all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McMahon throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A 6-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 4. 37-yard line.
On the give, here comes Payton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. McMahon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Operating from the gun, McMahon. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They had to wait down in the definite distance to take a shot downfield. But it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad. But a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on third down. Looking to throw. McMahon. Wide open receiver, complete. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that can be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Back to throw. McMahon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 3 yards out. And the Bears have broken the tie.
You always admire a guy who can go through his progressions and find the open receiver. I believe we just saw that there.
And we admire him just a little bit more when it goes for a touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Onto the field now come the Bears.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. McMahon. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Looking to throw. McMahon. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On the run, it's Payton. Gets around him. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Brought down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a give, it's Payton. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
A good first down call as a screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Going up top. And that's going to be incomplete.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And that is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the Bears first down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go, fellas.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. McMahon. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McMahon. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Gentry. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A gain of 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. Wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop this off to Payton. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Chicago. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the 3rd and 4th quarters.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. McMahon. They set up the screen to Payton. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. McMahon. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
I think that run was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Dances by him. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Rush. And they've got it well across midfield down to 30 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cunningham looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the draw, this is Smith, and he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he splits the uprights and has to knees feeling right on the left his foot. Newton's goal.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. To throw on 2nd down. McMahon throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
Off-play action. McMahon. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think the ball figured when he called it back short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Smith. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps at just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach, when I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cunningham. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Cunningham. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Here's Cunningham. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run now with Payton. We'll get this up to about the 44.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Running it here with Payton. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. McMahon. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second and 6. Up the middle they go. Payton. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
On third down, here's Payton. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop it in the game. The Bears try it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stacked that thing up, feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Cunningham. Dancing to his left. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And the stop here well at the 38-yard line. 60 yards on the ground for it so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I know a coach told me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
To throw on 2nd down. Cunningham. He finds his man. Complete. It's Morris. Down the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Smith up the middle. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Cunningham. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Cunningham. He finds his man. Complete. It's Glover. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Smith trying to run for it. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. three. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
So now here are the Vikings faced with a big two-point conversion attempt. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here at the 4. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch you.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Payton up the middle. And despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I always equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 90 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Back to throw. Cunningham. He finds his man. Complete. That's Moss. Back-to-back receptions for him. It's another first down. Inside handoff, Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Cunningham. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slam.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decided to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. You're talking about a clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even near the 4th.
They didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Looking to throw on second down. McMahon, he finds McKinnon, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Complete to number 85. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chicago.
To throw. McMahon. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Ball at the 33, second and 9. Now a handoff inside. It's Payton. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And this offense on third down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. McMahon. Throwing down, and it's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now a handoff up the middle. Payton. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Second and 11 now. Back to throw. McMahon, over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Looking to throw. McMahon. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of 40 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning.
So what you got? Hey, what we got? Let's go. Turn it up. They can't stop.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down 34-31, a minute 54 on the clock. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Glover. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. They'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Walsh. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Still time to go for the win, but they've got to get up and spike it quickly. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrow. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Cunningham to throw. Smith catches left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So put 3 on the board, but from that far in the enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together and decide what to talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, and they'll file away for the future.
teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter.
Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but that kind of thing, first and 10, all throughout the game, second and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now Cunningham. Over the middle, complete. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes, right side. 20. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.